What's going on, YouTube? Before I start today's video, I just kind of wanted to explain to you a little bit on why I didn't do the second or third part for the riding around Guam, which is the South Loop and riding around Tumon Bay. The reason is that as some of y'all saw on Instagram, last week whenever I was working on my tractor, I kind of messed the tire up on it, and I went and got it fixed and got everything done, but it wasn't until this week that I could get it all done because, as y'all also saw on Instagram, you know, I had problems with the trailer as far as the bearings on one of my wheels. So it was kind of interesting. End of last week, and then come Friday, I ended up getting sick. So I was sick all weekend and everything. So because of the tractor incident, the trailer incident, getting sick, I want to post this video here about the Japanese soldier that I was telling you about in the intro, because I didn't have as many cuts that I felt like I was going to have to do, and so I feel like I can definitely get it out, you know, within my kind of 2 week that I'm kind of trying to stay on as a 2 week time frame on getting videos out. So I just want to give you an update on why I'm kind of jumping toward the end of my trip there in Guam, and also, after I get done with the South Loop and the Tumon Bay Loop, I'm going to kind of take a little pause because I got something real special that I want to show y'all. So stay tuned for that, and like I said, it'll be after the Tumon Bay Loop. So all right, let's get into today's video. What's going on, YouTube? This is Country Coder. I welcome you back to the channel. If this is your first time here, I want to welcome you to the channel. I hope that you'll enjoy the content that I have for you. Well, in today's video, I'm actually at the Talofofo Falls, where there is a memorial for the Japanese soldier that I was telling you about in the intro to Guam. This Japanese soldier, show you here in a minute, is a soldier called Yokoi, I think is how you say his name. He actually hid out in a cave around here on Guam for a total of 28 years. So let me show you around a little bit, and as soon as we get back there to the cave, I'll kind of tell you a little bit more about his story. I know that there's a what do they call it, cable car, sorry, mine went blank, but there's a cable car up to the top of a cliff, and there's like 1 or 2 falls. So let's walk around, and I'll tell you, like I said, when we get to the cave, I'll tell you more about it. So this is kind of a replica of, you know, the cave here at the entrance that you can see. And over here you can see that they have it a little more detailed. You know, you kind of come down the ladder, and as you can see by the dimensions, you know, I mean, it's not a very big cave at all. It's where he was hiding at, you know. Had a little ventilation route, but yeah. Can you imagine being there for, you know, 28 years? So you see, you know, of course, the Buddhist religion is very popular with the Japanese culture. And so there's just spin around here for a minute. So there's another little area that I'm not really going to show you. It's kind of more adulty, I guess you could say, that you can actually search online and find a few of the pictures or whatever, but it's kind of a what they call love land. And yeah, my YouTube channel, I'm not going to kind of show that kind of stuff. It's just kind of my personal preference. So let's keep walking around and go somewhere else. So they got something over here that they burn, you know, to help with the mosquitoes. And so I'm going to ask the gentleman, what is it that y'all burn?
Coconut.
Coconut?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mosquitoes don't like coconut oil. So.
Okay, yeah.
It
So,
smells good too.
yeah, it does. It really does. So, all right. Appreciate you letting us know what it is so that, you know, people that I do YouTube and everything so that they can kind of know too. So.
All right. No problem.
Yeah. And once again, another little shrine they got down here for the Buddhist religion. So I don't know what it is about water falling over the falls here, but it's just something about those falls I like. All right, let's get over here to the falls number 2. Well, me personally, I like the first falls better, but, you know, both of them are still pretty nice to, you know, kind of look at and listen to. So let's walk around up here and see. They've got a little museum. I wonder if you can get this still open. Ooh. Ooh. You good?
Huh?
You come in?
I'm trying to get stoned again.
Oh, you already got stoned?
Yeah, twice.
Oh.
Today, but since we've been here, yeah.
Talks about some of the islanders. Yes, this is depicting when the Spanish took over the island, you know, the Spanish slavery. Got a light out over here. And then this is the Japanese invasion. You remember I was talking about in the previous video that you know, the Japanese kind of made the local Chamorro people, you know, slaves more or less, kind of like it was whenever Spain took over. See, the river just keeps on going. So that is the same river that goes all the way, like I said, out to the ocean, that the Japanese actually used as one of the places that they come ashore whenever they took the island of Guam in 1941. So we're getting over here close to where the Yokoi, I think is how you say it, his cave is. So once again, you know, that right there is kind of just another little replica of it. And then, like I said, the Japanese actually feel like, you know, that Yokoi is a hero. All right, so the Japanese soldier, you know, that I've been talking about, he actually got here, I think, in like the year after they took over the island of Guam, which was in 1942, if I'm not mistaken. And, you know, like I've said in the previous video, that we actually retook the island in 1944, in July of 1944. And so as we were coming back ashore to take the island, him and I think it was three others, or him and several other soldiers, actually fled into the jungle right behind or around this area. And in order for them to, you know, survive, they kind of went and broke up in several different groups. And I think some of them went to the north part of the island, and Yotoshi and also the other two that were with him hid out in this little area. The Yotoshi, standing right behind his cave, which you can't really see, but I'll show you here in a minute. He hid out here in this little area, and you can understand how he could hide out in this little area, next to this river. And I mean, it's honestly very comforting, next to the waterfall. I mean, I'm standing right here and you can still hear the waterfall pretty well. And so he actually lived here while the other two, lived on further down in another cave, just to kind of, keep themselves separated from everybody and, try to help survival. And so the story has it that he actually lived and kind of kept in communication with those other people that were in this area for about 10-15 years, I think it was. And it wasn't until like the last 10 years of his, hiding out in the cave that he was actually alone by himself. He did have some type of communication with other people, during the most of that time. But, you can understand, even 10 years in this solitude, you're sitting right here next to the river where you can fish, and you have the comfort of the waterfall, like I said. But let me go up here and look, because I believe it's in 1978, or no, correction, it was 1972. He was actually out and about, and there was some local fishermen. I don't know whether he was actually checking their nets or they were coming down to check their nets, and he just happened to be out fishing, trying to catch, some food and everything. But he felt fear for his life, and so he actually went in and attacked the two guys. Now, luckily, the two guys were able to apprehend him and, take him back to the local authorities. And the reason why he was hiding out was because, honestly, I think he was ashamed for, I don't know whether it was desertion or, that we were losing the island. And so he felt like his, hiding out was actually better than facing the Japanese government as far as, losing the island of Guam. But when it's all said and done, like you saw earlier, he actually is a hero in the Japanese, culture. And so I think it's a pretty neat story, that he was able to hide out here for 28 years without being found, and I mean, you could see with all the jungle that you've seen, on the hike on Lam Lam and stuff like that, it's very easy for somebody to, kind of get lost here on the island. So let's walk down, and like I said, you can't really see much of the cave, but you can kind of see a little bit. It kind of looks like it goes down this way and then, goes in, or maybe it goes that, no. Yeah, I think it goes, or no, it goes this way, sorry. But, he was able to keep it hidden with, some brushes over here and everything else. So let's walk back up here next to this little pavilion. Where it talks about him, or shows some pictures of him, let me say. And you see some of the stuff, that he had down there with him. And then that's the covering over his actual tunnel. All right, YouTube, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm fixing to, hike my way back out, or really kind of walk my way back out, because it's not really any kind of hike. It's just kind of, uphill walk on a regular path of concrete, so it's not really that bad. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe down below, and leave me a comment. Let me know, you think you could survive, in complete solitude for 10 years, or, isolation for 28 years, you know, like he did. And share this with some of your friends, you know, like I said in the ASON video that I did, you know, share this with some of your World War II friends, or even some of your history buff friends, you know. This, like I said, we're here and I'm kind of showing you around so you can actually see, and they can actually see, you know, exactly, you know, what it's like here, and not just, you know, pictures in a book. So until the next video, I will see you then, and always take the scenic route.